Hi everyone, welcome to Yoja Realm, and in this video we are going to talk about episode 9 of Ang Mutya ng Section E. The episode begins with JJ on her way to school, lost in her thoughts. She keeps replaying what her mother told her earlier. She still can't believe it. Aries is her brother. She doesn't understand how they could hide something like that from her. If they really loved me, she thinks, why did they have to lie? What hurts the most is realizing that the people closest to you have been keeping secrets, lying to your face. That kind of truth cuts deep. As she thinks about her moments with Aries, all the small memories they shared, her emotions finally break. JJ bursts into tears, unable to hold it in anymore. The story then shifts to 6 days earlier. JJ is in her room. A few days have passed since they had to cut the retreat short. She keeps thinking about everything that happened there. The more she remembers, the more frustrated she feels. So much drama, so many misunderstandings. But what bothers her the most is Kiefer. He still hasn't talked to her since the retreat, not after what he saw, Yuri hugging JJ in the forest. In the next scene, JJ is standing outside Kiefer's house. She hesitates for a moment, wondering if she should go inside or just leave, but since she's already there, she decides to ring the bell. The door opens and Kiefer's brother Keegan greets her. When she asks if Kiefer's home, Keegan tells her that he isn't. He says Kiefer went out, but he'll tell her to call her once he's back. JJ thanks him and leaves. After going inside, Keegan calls Kiefer and tells him that his girlfriend stopped by. Kiefer immediately asks why she came and if something happened to her. Keegan tells him to relax and says it wasn't anything serious. She was just asking about him. Kiefer tells him not to say anything that might make her worry. Before hanging up, Keegan reminds him to stay focused on his goal in London. Kiefer ends the call and looks at JJ's message on his phone. He mutters to himself that he's sorry, that he needs to stay focused right now, and that she'll have to wait a little longer. The scene then shifts to 3 days earlier. JJ is sitting with Angelo inside a wedding gown boutique. She tells him that he could have at least informed her where they were going instead of surprising her like this. Angelo apologizes and explains that Yuri's mother wanted to do it today, so he had to rush JJ. A few moments later, Yuri's mother arrives. She thanks JJ for coming and Angelo for dropping her off. After that, Angelo leaves them alone. Yuri's mother tells JJ that she only wants to make sure they have enough time to prepare for everything. JJ then asks about Yuri. His mother says he's doing fine now. He has finally recovered from the flu he caught during the retreat. She then asks JJ if she would like to see him. JJ lets out an awkward laugh, but before she can say anything else, they are interrupted by a man. The man greets Yuri's mother, then turns his gaze toward JJ. He looks at her carefully, almost judging her. In Japanese, he says, "Seriously? This girl?" to Yuri's mother. JJ is confused and wonders if he just insulted her. Yuri's mother responds calmly, saying, "She's pretty, right?" The man then shifts the topic and says they should start fitting the gowns. He begins choosing which wedding dresses to show first. Throughout all of this, JJ feels awkward and uncomfortable. After some time, JJ steps out wearing a wedding gown. The man leaves, giving Yuri's mother and JJ some privacy. Yuri's mother asks JJ if she likes the dress. She then tells her that this is the gown she will wear when she marries Yuri, her wedding gown. JJ thinks to herself that this must be how it feels to try on a wedding dress. It feels exciting, romantic. But then reality hits. She is about to marry someone she doesn't love, someone she lied to, someone she trusted, someone she thought was also just a victim of their family's problems. Yuri's mother notices JJ's discomfort. She speaks honestly and tells JJ that truthfully she never wanted JJ to be her daughter-in-law, but she loves her son more than anything and she is willing to give up everything for him. She tells JJ that she understands her. Yuri's mother then shares her own story. She explains that her marriage to Yuri's father was also arranged, and the entire Hanamichi clan hated her. She tried everything to prove her worth, to make them accept her, but nothing worked. That only changed when Yuri was born. The family was struggling at the time, and they believed Yuri brought them luck. They called him a blessing. He was funny, cute, smart, and always happy. She gave him everything, even when he never asked for anything. But then Yuri introduced her to Ella, and everything started to fall apart. She admits that she didn't like Ella because she wasn't pure Japanese, and she knew the Hanamichi clan would never accept her. She was scared and did what she thought was right. She talked to Kiefer and asked him to keep Ella away from Yuri. As she grows emotional, she tells JJ that she didn't even know two boys were already fighting for one girl. When Yuri came home after that, he wasn't the same anymore. He dyed his hair, drank constantly, and kept getting into fights. The whole family was shocked. But because of JJ, she is finally starting to see her old Yuri again. She tells JJ that she has promised herself she will never make the same mistake twice. She will do anything to make her son happy. Overcome with emotion, Yuri's mother begs JJ to love her son. She says she can't bear to see him miserable again. She keeps pleading, crying, asking JJ again and again to love him. JJ hugs her tightly, but deep inside, she knows the truth. Even if she wanted to, her heart already belongs to someone else. In the next scene, Kiefer returns home. As soon as he arrives, he calls JJ, but she doesn't answer. Moments later, he sees a message from Yuri. Yuri has sent him a photo of JJ wearing a wedding gown, along with a clear warning. Kiefer can't stop the wedding, so he must back off. When JJ returns home, she immediately runs toward her grandmother and hugs her tightly. She also hugs her aunt. Her mother then asks if she won't give her a hug too. JJ hesitates, but when her aunt silently encourages her, she finally hugs her mother. Soon after, a man arrives. JJ's mother calls him Honey and introduces JJ as her daughter. The man brings JJ a gift. She feels uncomfortable but still accepts it politely. Her mother then tells her that the man's name is Andy and that they are getting married, meaning he will be her new father. Andy extends his hand for a handshake, but JJ doesn't respond. Her mother tells her to introduce herself properly. JJ finally introduces herself, shakes his hand briefly, then pulls away the moment she touches him. Her breathing becomes heavy. She realizes she's scared. It's the same fear she felt back then with Tony De La Cruz, her mother's ex-husband. Everyone notices JJ's discomfort, and soon they all leave, giving her and her mother some privacy. Her mother asks why she behaved that way toward Andy, but JJ begs her to go away. Her mother says she's trying to fix their relationship, but if JJ keeps acting like this, she doesn't care if she's 17, she will still discipline her. Whether JJ likes it or not, Andy and her mother are getting married. He will be her new father, and they will be a family. Before the argument can go any further, Yuri arrives with flowers. He hands the flowers to JJ's mother and politely introduces himself. When JJ asks why he's there, Yuri explains that Angelo called him and said her mother wanted to meet him, and he also admits that he wanted to see JJ, so he came. JJ's mother then invites Yuri to stay for dinner. After they go inside, the doorbell rings again. A maid informs JJ that she has another visitor. When she steps outside, she sees Kiefer. Her mood immediately lightens. She asks him what he's doing there, warns him that someone might see him, and asks where he's been. Kiefer tells her that he missed her and that he went to London, where he met his cousins. JJ is confused and asks him to explain more clearly. Kiefer tells her that it's about his father. He met his relatives and cousins, hoping someone would be willing to help them, but they all refused. When JJ asks why, he says that the Watsons don't move unless there's something in it for them. JJ tells him, "You should have told me. I was worried about you." She asks if he's still mad at her. Kiefer apologizes and explains that he had to stay focused. If he had read her messages or heard her voice, he'd rush back home immediately just to see her. Suddenly, they hear Yuri's voice talking to JJ's mother inside the house. Kiefer snaps. He says he knew Yuri would make a move while he wasn't around, and he walks straight inside. Everyone looks at them as Kiefer enters. Kiefer greets everyone politely. JJ's mother asks who he is. When JJ introduces him to her mother, Kiefer casually flirts with her, saying she could easily pass as JJ's sister, then introduces himself. JJ's mother is clearly flattered and asks him to join them for dinner. If it's okay,